Welcome home, Bitcoin True Seekers. It is 11/11/2019, November 11th, 2019. It is 2:53 p.m. here in Arizona. And this is the Bitcoin Daily View. What's Bitcoin doing today? Well, we are in no man's land. That's why I'm using this image from World War I. No man's land. The place between two trenches where death ruled. Sorry to be so cheery, but take a look at this. Boom! Yep. So, Bitcoin at 8,739 right now. We are down 3.3%. The market in general is a red market, but there are some greens. And actually, Adam and Neo, two of the greens today, are calls that were recently made over here at Blockchain Education that I endorse every show. So, hey, you can make money whether the market's going up or down if you join Blockchain Education. Anyway, more on that later. Let's look at where Tether's going. So Tether into Bitcoin at 1.8 billion. Not bad. Tether into Ethereum at 606 million. So not bad Tether movement today, last 24 hours. Masari.io gives everybody a hard time, but it says 157 billion for a market cap and 300 million for volume last 24 hours. Hey, I like to be above 300 million. It's not a good day, but at least if you're above 300 million, I have found there's some progress in the market. Of course, you always have it's pumping, but I would just say that when Bitcoin has at least 300 million, it's not a bleak day. That's kind of my moving average, you might say. You know, above 300 million, good. Below, not good. So borderline today, but at least we are above 300 million. Now back today, a volume so far of 1,335. We'll just note that each time, just to keep an eye out and see how that's rolling and how it may affect the market. So Bitcoin dominance at 68%. As we can see, it has definitely been going down the last many days here. We get a little arrow for fun. Oh darn it. Little arrow, come here, arrow, and little arrow, as we can see. Oh, never mind. My computer's lagging pretty hard. What I meant to do was, come on, arrow, work for me. Definitely a downward trend over many days. Coming in at 68% right now. Total to altcoin market cap is 73 billion. Now, longs versus shorts. Bitfinex, BitMEX, and Binance come out to a total of 62% longs and 37% shorts. As always, Binance is more shorts than longs. And of course, Bitfinex and BitMEX are positive, more longs than shorts. I would love to see Bybit on this. Now, Bitcoin. Okay, it's been dumpy recently. We were above the 200 moving average on the daily. Now we are not. We jumped below it. We had two higher highs closing, but now today it looks like we're going to be another good-sized red candle. We're below the 200 moving average. We are below the 21 weekly EMA, but we are still above the 50 MA. But do note that the MACD is negative. Blue line MACD is below the signal. That's the red line, and the histogram here is red. Red like the market today, and it's widening. It's getting wider. So it looks like to me Bitcoin's probably going to see, of course this is not financial advice, entertainment purposes only, but as far as I can tell, until the daily MACD turns around, the histogram starts narrowing, and the signal and MACD moves towards the signal, well, we're heading down, or at least sideways. It's a lack of strength to me in Bitcoin right now. Also, here's the thing. Let's look at some patterns here. This is a daily chart going back to January this year. We definitely have a lot of support and resistance in the chart at around 8,000. Lots of buy-sell volume on BPVR. We also have some nice support and resistance on the chart around 10,200, and of course nice buy-sell volume on BPVR. If all is lost, there is a lot of buy-sell volume at 3,800 where we hung out the beginning of this year. Well, with that said, let me just find my little images here. If we look at the white lines here, the white trend lines, these two, that would show us to be in a bullish flag. We had a flagpole going up. Now we're going sideways in a channel. Boom, we break positive. that may very well happen. But also do note the red trend lines here, these two, and that would be a downward triangle. So yes, I grabbed an image for that. See if I can find that real quick. Sorry, I lost my little image for that. Anyway, it is a bearish, here it is that it? Sorry about that, to slow things down. But the triangles, this is a descending triangle. So as you can see, you hop in it, doesn't matter whether you're hopping it from the top or below, they tend to break negative. So, mixed emotions here. If we're in a downwards channel, the white trend lines, then that's a great big bull flag. But if we are in an ascending triangle, the red trend lines, well, that's very likely to break negative. Right now we have been bouncing between the 10,000 and 8,000. So we shall see. That's why I'm calling this, today my thoughts are really, we're in no man's land. We are right between, important support and resistance. So, looking at Bitcoin on a 4-hour chart, going back to September, basically as you can see, we have a lot of nice support and resistance in the chart around 8,100 or 8,200, and lots of buy-sell volume on VPVR. And you can see where we've up here on VPVR, and also there's support, buy-sell support on the VPVR here, and also buy-sell support on the chart right around 9,200. So as you can see, if this downwards descending triangle is correct, well, if we break low, we may have a bounce off the lower side of 8,000. We shall see. Not financial advice, of course, just entertainment purposes only, but these are some patterns that I see. Gonna keep looking at these guys daily for fun. The whale buy indicator, a lot of people put some weight on this indicator. It's over on TradingView, whale buy indicator. Bitcoin on the daily, well, there was a buy signal, so it still has confidence. The 2-hour chart, once again, there's a descending triangle. It's not very cheery, but the descending triangles, well, they tend to break negative. So as you can see, looking at different time frames, we are stuck in that descending triangle. Are we going to break above or break below? One thing is here, if we do look at the 2-hour chart for kind of immediate price action, we are below the 200 moving average, the white moving average line here. We are below that, and the super guppy indicators, the super guppy EMAs, I should say, they've all rolled red. That's negative, green positive, red negative. We're below the 200 moving average, and the MACD is negative. The MACD is below the signal. So, really, I just feel like this is the most neutral day ever. We are in no man's land. It's kind of muddy, it's sad, it sucks, but let's see which way it goes. One thing I can say is that, when we do have these areas here where, I'll look at the 2-hour chart here. Well, let me look at the 4-hour maybe, go back to that. Yeah, when we do have these areas here, where like down here where we were riding around 8,000, 8,200, we were going sideways, and also here when we were riding right around 9,200, and I can pull some more in when we were in this big area here, kind of riding the chart right here, running within a range. That is a great time to be that's when alts get a chance to pump a bit, when Bitcoin is sideways like that. So this is not a bad thing. We are really kind of sideways. We're in no man's land. I feel like that is a great time to make money in alts. Now, big news. What's going on these days? All right, Mark Moss, a great character, great crypto enthusiast, he mentions this. Maybe Bitcoin doesn't need mass adoption. BTC, as Satoshi's vision, is like digital gold or Swiss bank in your pocket. Gold market is about 10 trillion and offshore banking is about 30 trillion. No one is calling for mass adoption of gold or offshore banking, but 25% of those markets is $10 trillion. So there you go. Chile, Da Vinci 15, a prominent voice in crypto. He just mentions here, and this actually happened in front of his offices in Chile, and these people supposedly are having, well, economic problems, and they're burning crap in the streets. So might fiat be a good investment, or is crypto and other things a good investment? Just throwing it out there. No crypto holders, even though we're having, an indecisive market right now, Bitcoin wise. Also making plenty of money, and if you're, dollar cost averaging Bitcoin and you're in it as a, long-term investment, you're happy anyway, regardless of what's happening today. But basically the idea is, no crypto enthusiasts really are, they're not burning crap in the street because their economy is failing. Malaysia to impose transaction limit of RM 25,000 next year. I forget how much that is exactly. I think it comes to, check for yourself, I think it comes to around $6,000. So no transactions above $6,000 because, well, the banks don't like it. Now, whether the market is going up and down. I love it when Bitcoin is sideways, kind of like it is right now. I love it when it's in no man's land. I'm okay with that. I'm okay when we're in a bear market. I'm okay when we are in a bull market. I love these sideways moments right now. These are great because here's why. Blockchain education. If you join up, there's a great discount code. Click on in the description, show description. You can get a nice chunk of money off the monthly fee to be a member. And basically, you've got early entry signals and calls. You've got cryptocurrency education as far as trading. You can sit back and watch videos and learn the blockchain education methodology for trading, which I over 2 years plus have found is very spot on, works very, very well for me. I don't win every trade, but I win enough. There's fully automated trading to get you into positions if you would like, and also you can set where you'd like to sell. You can learn more about that by watching this infomercial here if you click on the link. And we do have a private chat system where you can communicate with expert traders, with your peers. And as you're learning the blockchain education methodology, there's people where you can compare your charts. You can say, I see this, are we bouncing off the 200 moving average? I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that. And you can actually hang out with the crew and you can get professional advice 24/7 on your findings. So here's the deal. Sign up. You will enjoy it. Come join the team. Let's build something together, like Jonathan Regan, one of the founders of Blockchain Education, likes to say. Now, like, share, and subscribe. Comment. I'll see you tomorrow.